Ethiopian young people and Ethiopians. I see my brother Munia from United States. Very happy to have you with us. Maybe you are the only English speaking person in the room. So I give you the opportunity to present yourself, who you are, what you do. I know you are working on areas of financial access for people who want to study in the United States, want to work in US. So, Brother Munia, would you like to discuss, raise your hands and maybe introduce yourself to the audience before I continue with Amharic? Or you can also choose to stay and speak in Amharic if you're learning, or if you already speak Amharic. We are very happy to hear that. Of course, we are also learning English. So, welcome, brother. And yeah, please tell us who you are, what you do, and how we might work with you. Welcome, brother.
Wonderful. Thank you, my brother Fikadu. I can also see that my brother Ashnaf is on. I have had the opportunity to connect with both of you. Thank you very much. I will be very brief. I just wanted to jump into the session and say hello.
Yep.
I will speak in English. My name is Munya Chiura. I am the head of global business development for Africa for Empower Financing. Empower Financing, for those who are not familiar with the company, we are one of the largest international student loan providers in the world. And we specifically provide student loans for students who are looking to study in the US and Canada. Last year, just to give you context, we supported more than 600 students, specifically from Ethiopia, who were looking to study in the US and Canada. And we focus primarily on STEM designated degrees and MBAs, so science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and then also for those students who are looking to study the MBAs. So yes, that's a really brief overview of myself. As I mentioned before, that we do have a strong partnership with Yes Ethiopia, and so we're really looking forward to really supporting more Ethiopian students who are looking to study the United States and Canada. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Very happy to hear. Financial access for sure is one of the most important services students who want to study abroad are looking for. So thank you so much for working in this area and for making it easier for people coming from no income families to access global education, high quality education. And because you started working in Ethiopia, we are very happy and we are ready to help and to, contribute toward this mission. So if you could also kind of tell more about really, like what's the way, let's say if there is someone who is currently working on their application to come and study in the United States, what is just a brief step-by-step process just to benefit from your services? It helps for people to reach out to you. So rather than answering a lot of emails, maybe, I'm very sure you receive already a lot of requests to join. Just answer a few questions so that they have an idea and we save you time later.
Sure, wonderful. I can be very brief on that. So we already, as Empower Financing, the way we work is we have partners throughout the world that we work with who help us in terms of identifying students who might meet that profile. So we already actually have a partnership with Yes Ethiopia, and I know that Mr. Shanafi is also on this call too. So if there are any specific questions around, the application process, it's actually quite simple. You must be looking to study in the US for a graduate school program. So that is a master's degree program. We only fund master's degree programs, not any undergraduate student program. So you must really be looking at studying a graduate school program, and it has to be one of the 400 plus schools that Empower works with. So there's actually the first process is you're given a QR code, which you then can access, and you can do a quick 30-second eligibility check to see if you qualify for that loan, and that will be based on the school you're looking at, and also the point in which you are looking to study. So again, as I mentioned, if you're undergraduate, we will not be able to support you. So ineligibility will come out to let you know that you would not qualify for the loan. So it's important for the student themselves to ensure that they're looking at graduate schools. that are 2-year programs and schools that we support. Once you've done that, then we will come back to you with the next step, which is a 30-minute application process. We do request the student to submit all the documentation, which includes, if you do have that at the point, your acceptance letter or admissions letter from the university. You would upload that, and then we can make some risk assessment of the kind of loan amount we'll be able to provide to the student. So that normally it takes 30 minutes, and then we can make a decision anyway between 1 day and 14 days. So you will then, as a student, know the outcome of whether Empower can support you or not. And then at that point, once you've been approved, then we would require the student then to take what we call our support letter to the US Embassy, or submit that as part of your process with the Canadian Embassy for your visa. Once your visa has been approved, you would then upload the visa back into your student portal, and then we would then issue the loan, and that loan goes directly to the university. So when you actually get that loan, we will disperse the funds to the university once you are on campus. So that's a real quick overview of how the process works.
Thank you so much. Does that mean you also support students who go to Canada, or it's only US?
Yes, we do. And maybe I could share a few statistics of why we focus on STEM. And so I just also want to be clear that STEM is critical. And part of what we do is, because Empower is a zero collateral, zero co-signer loan, that means we do not ask for a deposit for any of our students. We never ask for title deeds or any hard assets as proof, right, in terms of us needing that as our underwriting process. So we do not ask that. If you went to any bank, let's just even say the Commercial Bank of Ethiopia, and you say you want a $100,000 loan, they will most likely ask you for collateral. This is typical of many banks, wherever you are in the world. They will probably ask you for some collateral. We do not request any collateral from the student, nor do we require a co-signer. So what some loans do will say that we want you to have a parent, a guardian, or some other person to sign on your behalf, so that in the event that you default on that loan, then they can also essentially have some other people responsible for that. So we do not require those two. And which means that we look at what we call future income. So we are investing this in the future, which is why STEM programs are very important. If you look at the United States today, there's a shortage of 3.5 million jobs that are designated STEM occupants, occupations. These are really critical for the future of the US. AI, machine learning, computer engineering, cybersecurity, you name it. These are all skill sets that are still required in the US, even despite what I call the tech layoffs. In fact, there'll be a 10.8% growth in STEM occupants in the US. Let's go to Canada. Canada will see 95,000 engineers that will retire in the next 3 years. Those jobs need to be filled in. In fact, Canada has a very specialized visa for STEM pathways. So if you are STEM designated, student, then you have the ability to apply for a permit specifically because of those skill sets. So yes, we do support Canada. Canada does continue to be one of the very exciting markets for a lot of our Ethiopian students.
Thank you very much. I already see people raising hands. I think I would like to ask you, my brother Jonas from Nashville is one of our strong partners. He is helping in relation to emotional intelligence trainings, project management training. And Yoni, please continue today. It's a surprise session in English, and we're learning English, and it's a very good topic about financial access for Ethiopia students to access, especially in areas of STEM and graduate training. Our brother Muya is leading the Empower Finance sector. So please, it's your turn, Yoni.
Good morning, Fuke. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, I was so excited when I heard about this opportunity. So thank you, Munia, for the opportunity. I just have a few questions. I kind of understand the process now, but once they get the